Have you ever done something? A game, a hobby, even just a particular activity you enjoy? So much it starts to become a tad stale, maybe even boring? Well, I've not really felt that with Warframe. I love Warframe. It's without a doubt one of my favorite video games of all time. My name is John. My main is currently an MR26, and I've hit a bit of a wall when it comes to just MR grind and waiting for Tau. So I decided to start a bit of a challenge and record it for posterity. For a little bit of background on me, I started playing back in 2018. I've been on and off until about 2024 when the final shape dropped for Destiny 2. I was a big Destiny 1 and a bit of a Destiny 2 player as Destiny 2 was developing and I was in college. But with the final shape and the way that Bungie was posturing with it, it made it feel like to me that, it would kind of be the end of the game, at least for my experience. So I wanted to find some kind of game to fill the MMO shaped hole in my heart. And I thought back to Warframe. Going back into it around 2024, playing through the New War, Second Dream, made me fall in love with the game's lore and the setting. The weird futuristic but everything's degraded aesthetic was beautiful to me. And my starter frame Volt made me love the fast pace, breakneck speed that you can have in the game and the mechanics of it. And with that in mind, recently I watched a video by Arcadude about Citrine and the old Necromech grind, the worst grind of history versus the worst grind of today, which for me, the Necromech grind was pretty bad. It was actually one of the main reasons I stopped playing it, because I needed to grind the Necromech for the New War around 2021 or 2022. And that made me start thinking about some of the older versions of the game. I started in 2018, but I never had, I never played in the beta or the alpha. I'm not a founder. I never really played the oldest versions of the game. Then I found OpenWF, an open source community for privately run servers and game instances, where they also have backups of all of these older versions of the game. I had seen, I can't recall at the moment, but I'd seen a video of someone playing one of the earliest versions of Warframe, going through it and comparing then and now. So I had an idea. I enjoy Nuzlocke when it comes to Pokemon, and hardcore runs when it comes to some other MMOs I play, and some roguelikes. I enjoy Iron Manning. So why not try to bring that to Warframe? So my goal is to beat as much of the game as is released for this instance of the game and collect everything I can. I'm going to try to do about as much of a 100% run as you can within reason. The goal and rules will kind of shift over time as I actually learn, because I'm wanting to learn what everything in the version actually is while playing it. I haven't read up a lot on the version. I just know some of the core features that are still in the game that have not been removed yet. With that, the version of the game I'm playing is going to be late update 16. Specifically, was wanting to do before update 17 because they removed stamina. And specifically, we're doing the 2 Men of Regor update. And the goal is, to complete all of the game without dying. And by dying, I mean downing. If I get downed at any point, I am instantly done. I have to reset my account, start from the beginning, do everything over again. So 2 main things that are in Warframe 2015 that do not exist anymore in modern Warframe is, like I said, stamina and channeling are the 2 biggest things that I know off the top of my head. Which stamina is like energy, health, shields. It's a moddable stat, which allows you to, you'd assume, it's used up when you sprint, you melee, you do things like wall running and blocking with your melee. It regens over time, but it's weird mechanically, because this is still in the era where Warframe is wanting to be a more stealth and a space ninja game. That's what Warframe was initially known as, and something people affectionately still say today. So it will require me, since I'm wanting to, not randomly get caught, not being able to melee or sprint away, I'll have to play the game a lot slower than I'm used to. But speaking of melee, along with that we have channeling, which is essentially an alt fire that all of your melee have, which buffs them at the cost of your energy. So if you're playing a bit of a more energy hungry frame, you might not be able to channel as much, which does hurt your DPS depending on what you're trying to do. With that established, that's all of the Prelude. Later today, I'll be uploading the first segment, going through my live reactions as I'm playing, and things that I notice and am doing. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, put them in the video, or put them in the comment section, let me know, and I hope y'all enjoy. I certainly am going to try to.